What's up, everybody? Nate here with a quick knowledge drop about why we taper. So, if you're not familiar with what a taper is, that's going to be maybe 7 to 14 days out from a competition, whether it's a race, lifting competition, something like that. And you're going to start dropping volume and intensity of the workout. Okay, so you should be peaking right at that time, 1 to 2 weeks out from the competition. Your goal from that period on or from that point on is to use that period to recover, right? So a lot of people are like, well, this is way too easy. I'm only doing a smidge of this, a little bit of that, just some activation, but no real lifting. So I'm going to lose my gains or I could gain more. Newsflash, strength doesn't change in 2 weeks. Cardiovascular endurance doesn't change in 2 weeks, okay? As far as improving, right? What we want to do is we want to try to do everything we can to maintain what you have, to maintain the range of motion, to maintain the stability, right? To maintain our movement patterns without overloading. So that way we get a full recovery. A lot of people, kind of the last couple of weeks leading up to that taper or up to that competition, they might actually feel like they're losing something. Maybe the weights are starting to feel heavy. Things are not moving quite as well as you want to, but you have to think, even with deload weeks, you might have a 6, 12, 14, 18 week build up to this, of which you've just been hammering your body. Even if you throw in a deload week every block, so one every 4 weeks or so, that's still a ton of volume and a ton of load on not just your body, like your muscles, your bones, your joints, but also on your CNS. Our CNS, central nervous system, is what tells our body what to do. So if we've been overloading it for an extended period of time, then it's expected that it won't be working optimally. Now, the taper, right? Whether it's for, we'll say, swimming, we're hitting our peak, right? And then we start the first week, we drop X amount of meters in the pool. Then we drop this much, and then we skip and we just do a dry land or low impact workout, right? Things that aren't necessarily involving the specific event. Lifting, right? The taper might be a week out where all of a sudden you had one workout for 7 days out, and then after that, it's just range of motion, it's stability, it's an activation workout. Things just to make sure that you're moving well, right? So don't get discouraged. Plan for that taper in there. This is even more important if you guys have meets back to back, right? So say we've got 6 weeks in between weightlifting competitions or powerlifting competitions. What we want to do is make sure that we take 5, maybe 7 days to kind of let our body recover after the first competition. We're going to maybe do some activation drills. We're going to do some mobility. We're really letting our body kind of recoup from moving that weight. Now, as the first week ends, now we're going to start to get back into some technique work, and then we're going to have a quick pickup for 2 or 3 weeks, and then we're going to hit our taper again, right? To make sure that we get that full recovery as best we can. We build up a little bit, right, to push our body, but then we also have that recovery week or two right before, right? So if you have back-to-back competitions, that's a really hard and it's a really tough thing to do, especially if you're new to the sport and you don't have a ton of kind of foundational strength, right? And also how heavy you go. Anyways, we're getting a little bit into the weeds there. The big thing that I wanted to put out there for you guys is it's normal to feel kind of bad leading up to a competition, and that's why we take our taper. If you've been hammering your body, expect that you're going to need some time to recover. Don't think that you can walk straight out of week 3, do one deload week, and then go into a competition. Make sure that you have the appropriate taper. Make sure that you're cutting back enough to allow your body to fully recover. You'd be surprised by what you can accomplish with just a week of activation. Anyways, I hope y'all have a great day. If you guys have any questions or need some help with this, please let me know.